What's going on YouTube? My name is Nevin the Barber, and in today's haircut tutorial we're going to be covering a mid-drop fade. So to get right into this video today, I'm going to be using my gamma hitters to carve in my first bald line. I'm taking this first guideline right here about 1 inch above my client's ear, and since this is a drop fade, I'm going to be dropping it beneath the occipital bone in the back of his head. And whenever doing a drop fade, you guys want to make sure you give yourself enough room to blend out the fade in the back. So it's very important to drop beneath the occipital bone. Everyone has that bone in a different area, so you just have to look and identify where it's at on your client. And now I'm just going to be using my gamma foil shaver just to bald down that first guideline all the way down to the skin. And after we have everything balded down to the skin, we can get into our next step. So I'm going to be using my Babyliss clippers with the lever all the way open. And we're going to take this guideline right here about 1 inch above our skin line. You don't want to take it too high or too low, just because you don't want your fade to be too compressed or too stretched out. So me personally, I always like to give myself about 3/4 to 1 inch for this first blending line. You want to keep it very consistent all the way around, just because this is going to determine how your fade comes out. So with a very consistent cutting stroke, make sure to follow that pattern all the way throughout the scalp. And we're just going to begin doing some lever play, flicking out that bottom line. And every time you guys close the lever, you want to make sure that you shorten your cutting stroke a little bit more, just because the clipper is going to be cutting the hair at a little bit of a shorter length. And as always, I just use the corner of my blade. I personally think that the corner is just a little easier to blend out the hair and disperse the hair rather than using the full blade. And I do have these clippers right here zero gapped as well. Easily able to knock out my bottom skin line. And same thing on the other side. We're starting with the lever all the way open. First flicking to the ceiling of that guideline. Brushing throughout the scalp after every few strokes. And once we start closing the lever, I'll just begin shortening my cutting stroke. Keeping the same technique and the same consistent cutting stroke on the other side. And now that we have our bottom line blended out, I'm just going to go back to my Andes T outliners, and these are very zero gapped right here. So I just use these to make sure that my skin is completely blended into the 0.5. And to get right into our next step, I have my number 1 guard with the lever all the way open on my Wahl 1919 Anniversary Seniors. And we're going to be taking this next guideline about 1 inch above our previous one, keeping it very consistent on both sides. And now I'm just going to be doing some clipper over comb, leaving the number 1 guard on my clippers just to give myself a little more room. And this is just taking off some bulk, still leaving enough contrast and darkness on the top of my client's hair. Whenever you guys do clipper over comb, it's very important to angle your clipper at a 45-degree angle off of your client's scalp. Otherwise, you will put a chunk into your client's hair. So always make sure to roll the comb out at a 45-degree angle before cutting it. And here I'm just ensuring that my bottom skin line is all blended out into the 0.5 before we move on to our next step. And now that we have all of that blended out, we're gonna get right into our next step with the half guard all the way open. So this is now cutting the hair at a short 1 guard length. And we're gonna be taking this next guideline about a 1/2 inch above our 0.5. And to knock out that line that we just created, we're just gonna be using the corner of our blade, doing some lever play, shortening our cutting stroke as we close the lever. And as you guys can see, that bottom line is slowly starting to fade away. And whenever doing this, it's very important to look at the growth pattern on your client's hair. Sometimes you're gonna have clients with different growth patterns, which means that their hair can grow at different directions out of the scalp. So whenever that happens, you just have to tilt your clipper and angle it in which the direction of the hair is growing out of the scalp. Otherwise, the hair is not gonna be cut down to the shortest length that it can. So to get right into our next guideline, I have my 1.5 guard all the way closed, just flicking up into the bulk. And this right here is gonna be the last guideline that we have to fade away. So to blend it out, I'm just gonna be using my number 1 guard all the way open, dispersing out that line. It's not gonna fade it out all the way, it's just gonna lighten it up a little bit. And now with my 1/2 guard, I'm just going to be doing some lever play on my Wahl 1919 Anniversary Seniors. And same thing on the other side, starting with my 1/2 guard all the way open. We're going to take it up about 1/2 inch. You don't want to make this guideline too stretched out. You want to keep this one kind of compressed. And to knock it out, again, we're just doing some lever play, shortening our cutting stroke as we close the lever. And now with my 1.5 guard all the way open, flicking up at that line, blending our fade into the bulk of the hair. And now with my 1 guard, I'm just going to begin doing some lever play again, softening up that last line, cornering out any last dark areas that I see. Again with my 1/2 guard, just polishing, finalizing my blend. And now just using my Barber Nova thinning shears, I'll be doing some shear over comb. And this is a very good method right here, just to soften up bulk and take off any dark areas within the top of the hair that are too heavy or dark within the haircut. And same thing, whenever doing shear over comb, you guys want to make sure to roll out your comb. And to get right into the lineup, I'll be clipping up my client's hair, applying some Spritz holding spray. And what this is gonna do is just hold my client's hair in place. And then I'm gonna be knocking down all the hairs with the grain using my number 1 guard. Now that we have all the hairs laying down, we can start with the lineup. So again, I'll be using my gamma hitters. And I always like to start my lineups in the middle, establishing a straight line from left to right. You never want to push back your client's hairline. You always want to keep it natural as possible. So once you have the front line established, we can then get into the box. So with the box, you always want to go for a 90-degree angle. Again, keeping it as natural as you can. And same thing with the C cup, just tapping and pulling away from the natural hairline. Now that we have our line established with our trimmers, we can go right into the razor. So I'll lean my client back, always keeping tension on his skin, bringing the razor up against the grain of his hair. Same thing on the C-cup, keeping constant tension. And now that we have our razor lineup complete, we'll just begin trimming the top and finalizing this haircut. So you always want to follow a guide whenever trimming the top. And my client did only want a short trim. And now again, I'll be doing some shear over comb just to blend our fade into the bulk of the hair. And I personally think that shear should be used in every haircut just because it does leave the haircut with a very soft, polished, blurry look. And if you guys would like to purchase these shears right here, you can use my code NEVIN10 on the Barber Nova website. Again, just finalizing this fade, polishing up any last areas that I see. And if you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and a comment. I greatly appreciate any feedback. I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys would like to see another tutorial, just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to drop a tutorial for you guys. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you all for watching this video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.